Yeah, it's too weird. What a weird day. I got a late start on this video because I had electricians here all day, redoing the whole house, getting everything up to speed. So I'm exhausted. I shouldn't do this video. The electrician, he was recommended to me by my door guy. I liked him. He was good. He sure sold himself though. He sure sold himself as a Tudor Black Bay 41 monochrome. He wasn't as good as a Tudor though. He was good. I would recommend him, but man, he created such high expectations. He was good. I'd give him a B. There is a little bit of patching that needs to be done now around the house. There were some details that I noticed. Yes. He was a little pricey too. So I'm still processing that. I'm processing the end of the Larry Sanders Show. I watched it for my third time. I don't know why. I completely understood every little detail this time. And I'm grieving that I'm not watching it anymore. Gary Shandling, who passed away at the age of 69, suddenly, when was it, an aneurysm? It shot up from his leg to his heart. He just died instantly at the age of 69. Judd Apatow says when he made that show, which I believe went for 5 or 6 seasons, that he never found himself again. He never found his groove again. He was lost. And that whole show was about a guy who lost his show. And so he spent the last 20 years of his life just sort of lost creatively. Gosh, Rip Torn, man. Maybe my favorite comic actor of all time, just on that performance alone. Always calling people kiddo. Hey, kiddo. The dysfunction in the show, mirroring reality, completely insane. Speaking of dysfunction, did you know that I don't wear bracelets anymore? This is an illusion. This 073 bracelet on a Seiko SLA055, it's completely an illusion. I only wear straps now. No, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I stress out over stupid things as a watch obsessive. It's really stupid, man. When you become a watch obsessive, the good news is, if you have the time and resources to go into the hobby, that's a blessing. If you have this 20-year childlike fascination and wonder for watches, that's a blessing. But I learned from Sebastian Unger, writer, journalist, that the word blessing is not 100% good. It comes from the word blood, to kneel at the altar. To have a blessing takes a sacrifice. He also, like Gary Shandling, had an aneurysm, but he survived it. He barely survived it. He said it was a blessing to have this near-death experience. Man, those near-death experiences, they're all the same. People report them all over the world ever since the beginning of time. They're always the same. You see the dead, your whole life flashed before your eyes, you're judged, there's accountability. Lord have mercy, a blessing, and kneeling at the altar. So what's the blessing about watches? You want to know the sacrifice we make? There's a lot of self-induced stress from being a watch obsessive. In fact, if you're a watch obsessive, here's your life every day. There's this bottle always next to you, and the bottle says unnecessary stress, and you're drinking. Come on, what a ridiculous situation to worry about putting a strap on this. Every time I say I'm going to put a strap on this, I look at the bracelet. I go, just keep it on the bracelet, dude. I'll tell you what, man. I've been trying to practice what I preach, the watch potency principle. It's weird, man. I'm at the point now where I look at this and I look at my Seiko Wamura 051. Man, that's a beautiful collection right there. What am I doing with 6 watches? 6 watches is an embarrassment of riches. And what's crazy? You acclimate to a smaller collection and you learn to enjoy it and you feel proud of yourself. And then you end up just agonizing over straps. It's just like this bottle of unnecessary stress. It drives me crazy. So here's the thing, man. I don't have any watch moves. I'm not planning on buying a Grand Seiko or the Citizen or a G-Shock Frogman. And there's lots of nice watches out there. I would like to rent a few watches, and that tells me that I really don't want to buy a watch. If I'm telling myself, I wouldn't mind renting this or renting that, well, part of that's just experience. I know I've been through the ringer so much that I'm at the point now where if I buy a watch, I have to ask myself the question: is it a keeper? One of you told me, in response to one of my many, I can't even keep track of them anymore, one of my watch potency videos, that there are other factors that to achieve watch potency. One is keeping the watch for a long time. Gosh, I've never thought of selling this. I don't even know how long I've had it. Has it been 3 years now? Is that what it's been? I don't know. Has it been 3 years? I don't know. So a blessing I learned from Sebastian Junger. It means you don't just get the blessing. You have to sacrifice something. You know what I'm thinking, man? Like, I wonder if I had to really get my weight down, if I would have to sacrifice gratification. I don't know, man. It's easy to start the day with a certain resolution. And then as food starts coming in from headquarters, various sources, it's tough, man. And then, I'm not going to use my family as an excuse. I'm not saying being an austere hermit is the answer. It's just some austere hermit who starves himself and becomes a homunculus, and who compensates by getting lots of watches, walking around like Gollum. So yeah, I shouldn't have made this video, but I wanted to keep my mind sharp. I kind of look at making a YouTube video the way I look at doing kettlebell exercises in my garage. What did my friend Leo tell me? Motion is lotion. If you stop, once the inertia sets in, it's hard to go back, man. So I thought of not doing a video today. But then I don't know, I got stuff going on tomorrow with my family events, and I don't know, I thought I'd keep it going. I don't know, man. Could have been misguided, McMahon. I don't know. Could have been misguided. But anyways, this is staying on the bracelet for now. I had my final thought on this bracelet scenario is I was thinking maybe just put it on a strap between June and Halloween. When it's warm weather, I could justify keeping this on maybe like a waffle or something of that nature. And then as the weather gets cooler, I could put it back on this bracelet. I don't know. Completely insane. You know what it is? It's a bottle. The bottle says unnecessary stress. That's the most ridiculous and loathsome quality of being a watch obsessive. Though, I mean, if you want to talk about watch addiction and back in the days when 4 watches were being shipped to me and I didn't know what was coming out of my house and what was coming in, that was chaos too. I actually would rather be in this situation I'm in now. Ladies and gentlemen, what is your bottle of unnecessary watch stress? What are you drinking? Can you resist? Is it too much? Let me know. Until next time, I'm out.